Every morning, you stand at a crossroads where two paths lie before you: the path of mediocrity and the path of greatness. Victory isn't some elusive, far-off destination that only a select few can achieve. It's a decision you make with every thought, every action, and every breath. The truth is, victory is inevitable for those who understand how to unlock the champion within themselves. It starts not with talent or luck, but with the mind. For the battlefield of success is won or lost in your thoughts, long before it plays out in reality. Champions don't ask if they can succeed, they know they will. This unshakable belief is their foundation, a mental fortress built to withstand any storm. Discipline is the hammer that shapes your destiny. Those who achieve greatness don't do so by accident, they do it through relentless effort, day in and day out. While the average person seeks shortcuts, champions embrace the grind. They wake up early when others sleep, push harder when others quit, and sacrifice comfort for the sake of their dreams. Discipline isn't about what you feel like doing. It's about doing what must be done, no matter the cost. Consistency beats talent every time. And those who master their habits master their future. Excuses are the poison that kills potential. Every time you blame circumstances, other people, or bad luck, you weaken yourself. The truth is simple: no one is coming to save you. No one is responsible for your success but you. Champions understand this and reject excuses. They take complete ownership of their lives, knowing that every setback is an opportunity to learn, grow, and come back stronger. It's not about avoiding failure. It's about refusing to let failure define you. Life is unpredictable and challenges are inevitable. Separates the winners from the rest is their ability to adapt and thrive in the face of adversity. Plans will fail, obstacles will arise, and you will be tested. But champions don't crumble under pressure. They rise to meet it. They pivot, adjust, and find a way to turn every challenge into an advantage. Adaptability isn't just a skill. It's a mindset, a willingness to see problems as stepping stones rather than roadblocks. Pain and fear are not your enemies. They are the tools that shape you into something greater. Every setback you face, every disappointment, and every ounce of suffering is fuel for your fire. Pain sharpens your focus, strengthens your resolve, and pushes you beyond limits you didn't know you had. Fear isn't there to stop you. It's there to remind you that what you're chasing is worth it. Champions use fear and pain as allies, letting them fuel their hunger for success rather than holding them back. Success rewards those who take bold action. Playing it safe might keep you comfortable. It will never make you great. Champions understand that risk is the price of reward. They step out of their comfort zones, make bold moves, and embrace the uncertainty of the journey. Every leap of faith is a statement: I believe in myself. And belief, combined with action, is unstoppable. Your environment is a reflection of your future. The people you surround yourself with will either elevate you or drag you down. Champions choose their circle carefully, seeking out those who inspire, challenge, and push them to be better. Negativity has no place in the life of a winner. If you want to fly, you can't afford to carry the weight of those who want to pull you down. Above all, remember this: success isn't something you wait for. It's something you claim. Victory isn't reserved for the lucky or the privileged. It's earned by those who refuse to quit. Decide right now that no excuse, no obstacle, no setback will stop you from achieving your goals. You were born to win, but it's up to you to unleash the champion within. Don't just hope for greatness. Demand it. Pursue it with everything you have, because the world doesn't reward the faint-hearted. It rewards the relentless. Victory is inevitable, but only for those who are willing to fight for it every single day. The champion within you is waiting. Let it rise. Discipline is the cornerstone of any meaningful success, and it is the defining trait of champions. It is not a choice made only when convenient. It is a way of life. Discipline is about showing up every single day, whether you feel like it or not. It's about sticking to your goals, even when the world offers distractions and easier alternatives. The truth is, most people falter not because they lack potential, but because they lack discipline. They let their emotions dictate their actions, choosing comfort over growth and ease over effort. A champion, however, understands that discipline is not negotiable. It is the currency of greatness, the fuel that powers the engine of success. Discipline doesn't mean punishing yourself. It means committing to what truly matters. It means making the hard decisions now to reap the rewards later. While others are seeking excuses to procrastinate, champions are putting in the work, doing what needs to be done without hesitation. They don't rely on motivation because motivation comes and goes. Instead, they rely on their habits, the systems they've built to ensure they perform at their best no matter the circumstances. When others are distracted by fleeting pleasures, the disciplined individual focuses on their purpose. They know that every choice they make either moves them closer to their goals or further away from them. They understand that sacrifice is not an option but a requirement. Sacrifice doesn't feel like a loss when you're focused on the bigger picture, because you know that every moment of hard work and every ounce of effort will pay off tenfold. The path of discipline isn't easy, and it isn't supposed to be, but that's the point. The challenges you face, the temptations you resist, the limits you push are what build your character. Discipline forces you to confront your weaknesses and overcome them. It's what separates the dreamers from the doers. Anyone can set a goal, but only the disciplined will see it through to the end. They don't just dream of success, they commit to it with their actions day after day, without fail. Champions understand that discipline is freedom. It frees you from the regrets that come with wasted potential. It gives you control over your life, allowing you to achieve things most people only fantasize about. It creates momentum where every disciplined act builds on the last, propelling you forward with unstoppable force. Through discipline, you build a legacy that cannot be shaken, a foundation so strong that no setback or challenge can topple it. Discipline also inspires respect. People admire those who have the strength to commit to their vision and follow through. It sets you apart in a world where many settle for mediocrity. It's a signal that you are serious, focused, and willing to do what it takes to achieve greatness. It's not about perfection, it's about persistence. Even on the days when you falter, your discipline pushes you to get back up and keep going. This relentless dedication to discipline becomes a part of who you are. It changes you, strengthens you, and prepares you for the inevitable tests life will throw your way. Champions don't wait for the perfect moment. They create it through consistent, disciplined action. They don't hope for success, they make it happen. Discipline is their greatest weapon, their secret to unlocking the champion within. And once you embrace it, nothing can stop you from reaching your full potential. Excuses are the barriers that stand between you and your ultimate potential. They are the lies we tell ourselves to justify why we haven't achieved what we know we are capable of. Every time you make an excuse, you surrender a piece of your power. Excuses give you temporary comfort, but rob you of lasting success. They are seductive, easy to create, and harder to escape once you begin relying on them. Champions understand this and refuse to entertain excuses in any form. They know that every excuse is a step away from greatness, a distraction that pulls them off the path to victory. It's easy to blame circumstances, other people, or bad luck when things don't go as planned. You might tell yourself that the competition was too tough, the timing wasn't right, or the resources weren't available. But the truth is, these are just illusions, mental barriers you create to shield yourself from the discomfort of accountability. Champions take a different approach. They don't waste time pointing fingers or lamenting what could have been. Instead, they take ownership of their results, no matter what. They understand that the moment they give control to external factors, they lose control of their future. Excuses are a way of avoiding the real work, the hard work that success demands. They allow you to stay in your comfort zone, avoiding the challenges that force growth. But comfort zones are where dreams go to die. Growth happens when you step outside that bubble, face your fears, and confront the truth about where you are versus where you want to be. Champions embrace this process, knowing that progress comes not from excuses, but from taking action, even when the odds seem stacked against them. Every setback, every failure, and every obstacle presents a choice to make an excuse or to find a solution. Champions always choose the latter. They see challenges not as reasons to stop, but as opportunities to innovate and persevere. Where others see dead ends, they see new paths waiting to be discovered. This mindset is what separates winners from the rest. It's not that champions don't face difficulties, it's that they refuse to let those difficulties define them. They use every struggle as a stepping stone, each lesson learned propelling them closer to their goals. Excuses also stem from fear. Fear of failure, fear of judgment, fear of the unknown. But champions understand that fear is part of the journey. They don't let it paralyze them or dictate their actions. Instead, they face it head on, knowing that every excuse born out of fear is a missed opportunity to grow stronger. They replace fear with courage and action, proving to themselves and the world that they are unstoppable. By eliminating excuses, you reclaim your power. You take full responsibility for your life and your outcomes. This level of accountability is liberating because it means you are in control. You're not at the mercy of circumstances or other people's opinions. You decide your destiny, and nothing can derail you unless you allow it. Champions thrive in this mindset, knowing that every success they achieve is a direct result of their own efforts. Excuses are the language of the weak, and champions speak a different language. They speak of resilience, perseverance, and relentless determination. They don't complain about what they don't have. They maximize what they do have. They don't focus on why something can't be done. They find a way to make it happen. This refusal to make excuses is what makes them unstoppable. When you eliminate excuses from your life, you eliminate limits. You free yourself to pursue greatness with no barriers holding you back. It's not about being perfect. It's about being relentless. There will be times when things don't go as planned, and that's okay. The key is to own those moments, learn from them, move forward without excuses. Champions understand that every failure is just a stepping stone to success, as long as they don't let it become a reason to quit. Excuses may offer temporary relief, but they leave you empty-handed in the long run. Refuse to give them power, and you'll find that victory becomes not just possible, inevitable. Adaptability is the hallmark of a true champion, the trait that allows them to rise above any challenge and thrive where others falter. Life is unpredictable. The road to success is rarely smooth. The best laid plans often fail, and unforeseen obstacles can appear at any moment. Yet, champions never allow these twists and turns to derail them. They understand that the ability to adapt and dominate is what separates the winners from the rest of the world. Adaptability isn't just a skill, it's a mindset, a relentless determination to find a way forward no matter what. When plans crumble, most people panic, complain, or give up entirely. They see failure as a dead end, an insurmountable barrier that blocks their path. Champions, however, view failure differently. They see it as feedback, a signal that something needs to change. They don't waste energy lamenting what could have been. Instead, they focus on what can still be achieved. This willingness to adjust, pivot, and try again is what allows them to overcome even the toughest challenges. They embrace change, knowing that it is often the key to unlocking new opportunities. Adapting doesn't mean compromising your goals or lowering your standards. It means being flexible in your approach while remaining unwavering in your commitment to success. Champions are resourceful. They use every tool at their disposal to keep moving forward. If one path is blocked, they carve a new one. If a strategy isn't working, they refine it. This constant process of evaluation and adjustment ensures that they stay ahead no matter how the game changes. They don't fear the unknown. They see it as an opportunity to innovate and grow. Adversity is inevitable, and it often comes when you least expect it. It might be a personal setback, professional challenge, or even a global crisis. Whatever the form, adversity tests your resolve and your ability to adapt. While others crumble under pressure, champions thrive. They remain calm, focused, and ready to act. This composure comes from their belief in their ability to overcome any situation. They trust in their resilience, their resourcefulness, and their determination to succeed. Adaptability also requires a willingness to let go of what no longer serves you. Champions are not attached to outdated methods or ineffective strategies. They are constantly learning, evolving, and growing. They seek out new knowledge, embrace new technologies, and stay ahead of the curve. This forward-thinking mindset allows them to remain relevant and competitive in a world that is always changing. They don't cling to the past, they focus on the future. The ability to adapt isn't just about survival, it's about thriving in the face of adversity. Champions don't just endure challenges, they dominate them. They turn setbacks into comebacks, using every obstacle as an opportunity to demonstrate their strength and determination. This relentless drive to succeed, even in the most difficult circumstances, is what makes them unstoppable. They don't just overcome challenges, they emerge stronger, wiser, and more prepared for the next battle. Adaptability is also about embracing change with confidence. Many people fear change because it disrupts their sense of stability and security. Champions, however, see change as a necessary part of growth. They understand that staying the same is the greatest risk of all because the world is constantly evolving. To succeed, you must evolve with it. Champions don't resist change. They harness it, using it to propel themselves to greater heights. To adapt and dominate means to stay in control. It means refusing to be a victim of circumstance and choosing to be the master of your destiny. It's about having the courage to take risks, make bold moves, trust in your ability to succeed. Champions know that their ability to adapt is their greatest strength. The quality that ensures their success is not just possible but inevitable. When you embrace adaptability, you unlock your true potential and become unstoppable in the pursuit of greatness. Fear and pain are two forces that most people spend their entire lives trying to avoid. Yet they are among the greatest teachers and motivators when harnessed correctly. Fear whispers in your ear, questioning your ability, making you doubt your worth, and amplifying the possibility of failure. Pain pushes you to retreat, to give up, and to seek comfort over challenge. Champions understand that fear and pain are not enemies. They are tools, forces that, when properly channeled, become the fuel that powers extraordinary achievements. Fear is a signal that you are stepping into the unknown, a space where growth and opportunity exist. Most people allow fear to paralyze them, convincing themselves that playing small is safer. But champions see fear differently. They recognize it as an indicator that they are on the brink of something significant. Fear only exists because the stakes are high, and where the stakes are high, the rewards are greater. Instead of running from fear, they confront it, dissect it, and use it to sharpen their focus. They transform it into adrenaline, a rush that drives them forward, forcing them to level up. Pain is unavoidable in life. Whether it's physical, emotional, or mental, pain will come. Many shrink in its presence, doing everything they can to escape it. But champions embrace pain, understanding that it is the crucible in which strength is forged. Pain is not a signal to stop, it is a sign that you are pushing boundaries and breaking through limits. Every champion knows that the greatest victories are born from the toughest battles. Pain teaches resilience, builds character, and fortifies the soul. It strips away weakness and leaves only what is strong and unyielding. The process of harnessing fear and pain begins with perspective. Champions don't see these forces as roadblocks, but as opportunities. Fear shows them what matters most, the dreams worth chasing, the risks worth taking. Pain reminds them of their strength, of their ability to endure and overcome. Both fear and pain are temporary, fleeting moments that, when faced with courage, lead to lasting rewards. They are the price of growth, a cost champions are willing to pay because they know the value of what lies on the other side. Using fear and pain as fuel requires a mindset shift. It demands that you stop running from discomfort and start leaning into it. Champions don't avoid difficult situations. They seek them out. They understand that the discomfort of fear and the sting of pain are temporary, but the lessons and growth they provide are eternal. Each time you confront fear or endure pain, you become stronger, more capable, and more confident in your ability to handle whatever life throws at you. Champions use fear as a compass, guiding them toward the areas where they need to grow. They view pain as a challenge, a test of their commitment and resilience. They don't let these forces control them. Instead, they master them. They channel the energy of fear and the intensity of pain into their actions, using them to drive forward when others would stop. This ability to harness fear and pain is what sets them apart, giving them the edge in every competition, every challenge, every pursuit. By embracing fear and pain, champions unlock a level of strength and determination that few ever achieve. They prove to themselves and the world that nothing can break them. Every fear faced, every pain endured becomes a badge of honor, a testament to their relentless pursuit of greatness. When others crumble under pressure, champions rise, fueled by the very forces that once threatened to hold them back. Fear and pain are not to be avoided or ignored. They are to be embraced, studied, and transformed. They are the stepping stones to greatness, the forces that shape ordinary individuals into extraordinary champions. When you learn to harness these forces, you unlock the champion within, ready to face any challenge and seize every victory. Fear and pain are not the end of the road. They are the beginning of your greatest journey. Taking calculated risks is one of the defining traits of a champion. It separates those who dream from those who achieve. Risk is inherent in every worthwhile pursuit. Champions understand the difference between reckless gambles and strategic decisions. They don't leap blindly into the unknown. Instead, they evaluate the landscape, measure the stakes, and plan their moves with precision. This approach ensures that every risk they take aligns with their goals, pushing them closer to success rather than pulling them further from it. Calculated risks require courage, but they also demand preparation and insight. Champions study their craft, learn the rules of the game, and anticipate challenges. They recognize that while playing it safe might keep them comfortable, it won't lead to greatness. The comfort zone is a trap, a place where potential goes to waste. Champions are willing to step into uncertainty because they know that every great reward lies on the other side of fear. They don't let the possibility of failure deter them. Instead, they see it as a necessary part of the journey. Taking risks doesn't mean ignoring caution. Champions weigh the odds, gather information, and assess their resources before making a move. They prepare for the worst while striving for the best. This foresight allows them to mitigate potential losses while maximizing their chances of success. They don't shy away from risks because of what could go wrong. They focus on what could go right and take decisive action to make it happen. This mindset shifts their perspective from one of fear to one of opportunity. Even when a calculated risk doesn't yield the desired outcome, champions don't see it as failure. They see it as feedback. Every setback provides valuable lessons that sharpen their skills and enhance their strategy. They adapt, refine their approach, and come back stronger. They understand that each risk taken, whether it succeeds or not, brings them closer to mastery. The experience gained is invaluable. The courage to try again sets them apart from those who give up after the first stumble. Calculated risks also require self-belief. Champions trust their abilities and judgment even in the face of uncertainty. They know that doubting themselves will only hinder their progress. This confidence doesn't come from arrogance, but from preparation and hard work. When you've put in the time, when you've honed your skills and studied every angle, taking a risk becomes less daunting. Champions don't hesitate because they know they've done the work necessary to increase their chances of success. The world rewards those who dare to take risks, who step out of the crowd and bet on themselves. Champions understand that staying in the same place, doing the same thing, leads to mediocrity. They embrace the challenges and uncertainties that come with pursuing their dreams. Every risk they take is a testament to their determination to achieve something greater than themselves. It's not about taking unnecessary chances. It's about making bold moves with purpose and intent. Calculated risks are the stepping stones to greatness. Each one taken builds confidence, sharpens resilience, and strengthens resolve. Champions thrive on the edge, where the stakes are high and the rewards are immense. They don't wait for opportunities to come to them. They create them by daring to take risks that others are too afraid to consider. This proactive approach ensures that they remain in control of their destiny, charting their own course and dictating their own success. In the end, taking calculated risks is about having the courage to act, the wisdom to prepare, and the resilience to keep going no matter the outcome. Champions know that the greatest risk of all is not taking one, and they refuse to let fear hold them back. They embrace the uncertainty, knowing that every risk taken is a step closer to unlocking the champion within. The company you keep is one of the most significant factors influencing your success. Champions understand this deeply and are deliberate about surrounding themselves with individuals who inspire, challenge, and uplift them. The people in your inner circle shape your thoughts, habits, and actions, whether you realize it or not. If you surround yourself with mediocrity, you'll find your standards lowering to match. But if you align yourself with winners, people who demand excellence and pursue greatness relentlessly, you'll elevate your game to new heights. Winners have a different energy. They don't waste time complaining, making excuses, or engaging in negativity. Instead, they focus on solutions, opportunities, and growth. Being around such individuals forces you to adopt a similar mindset. Their drive becomes contagious, pushing you to raise your standards and strive for more. They don't allow you to settle or take the easy way out. Winners challenge you to be better because they demand it from you, but because their very presence inspires it. Choosing the right people to surround yourself with is not about elitism, it's about alignment. Champions seek out those who share their values, their vision, their hunger for success. They look for individuals who will hold them accountable, celebrate their victories, and provide honest feedback when needed. Winners don't coddle you, they push you. They are not afraid to tell you when you're slipping or when you're capable of more. This tough love is invaluable because it ensures that you're always moving forward, always striving to become the best version of yourself. Conversely, champions are quick to distance themselves from negativity. They recognize the danger of toxic relationships where jealousy, laziness, and doubt run rampant. These influences can poison your mindset, sapping your energy and pulling you down. Champions don't allow themselves to be dragged into drama or mediocrity. They set clear boundaries, refusing to let anything or anyone derail their focus. This isn't about arrogance. It's about protecting their energy and staying committed to their goals. Surrounding yourself with winners doesn't mean finding people who agree with you all the time. In fact, champions seek out those who will challenge their perspectives and push them out of their comfort zones. Winners don't shy away from healthy debates or constructive criticism. They thrive on it. They understand that growth comes from being challenged, from being exposed to new ideas and ways of thinking. Champions welcome this because they know it's a necessary part of becoming better. Winners also bring out your competitive edge in the best possible way. Being around high achievers pushes you to match their pace, to keep up with their drive, and to achieve more than you thought possible. They make you realize that greatness is not only attainable, but expected. This isn't about comparing yourself to others in a negative way. It's about using their success as a benchmark to elevate your own. Winners don't compete out of jealousy. They compete out of mutual respect, understanding that iron sharpens iron. Surrounding yourself with winners isn't just about what they can do for you. It's also about what you bring to the table. Champions know that relationships are a two-way street. They invest in their circle, offering support, encouragement, and value in return. They celebrate the successes of others genuinely because they understand that true winners uplift each other. They know that collaboration, not competition, leads to sustained success. Ultimately, champions understand that who you surround yourself with is a reflection of who you are and who you're becoming. Winners elevate winners, and when you immerse yourself in that kind of energy, success becomes inevitable. You become sharper, stronger, and more focused, constantly pushing yourself to new heights. Surrounding yourself with winners is not just a strategy, it's a commitment to excellence, a declaration that you will settle for nothing less than greatness. Victory is not a matter of chance, it is a deliberate decision. Commitment to achieving greatness no matter the odds. Champions understand that success doesn't happen by accident or luck. It is the result of consistent, intentional actions aligned with a clear vision. Every day, they wake up and choose to pursue excellence, regardless of the challenges that stand in their way. Victory begins in the mind with the firm belief that it is not only possible, but inevitable if you are willing to do what it takes. The first step toward victory is taking responsibility for your life. Champions never wait for external circumstances to align perfectly before taking action. They don't blame others, make excuses, or rely on luck. They own their decisions, their outcomes, and their destiny. This sense of ownership is empowering because it places success entirely within their control. They know that no one else is coming to save them or hand them victory. It's up to them to create it through relentless effort and unshakable focus. Victory is a choice that must be made repeatedly. It's not a single decision, but a series of choices made every day. Champions choose discipline over comfort, persistence over resignation, and growth over stagnation. They make sacrifices others are unwilling to make, knowing that every decision shapes their future. When faced with distractions or setbacks, they remind themselves of their ultimate goal and stay the course. This unwavering commitment to their vision is what separates champions from those who fall short. The path to victory is not easy, and champions know this better than anyone. They expect obstacles, setbacks, and failures along the way. However, they don't see these as reasons to quit. They see them as opportunities to learn and grow stronger. Every challenge is a test of their resolve, a chance to prove to themselves that they have what it takes to succeed. Champions embrace adversity because they understand that it is through struggle that greatness is forged. They don't fear failure, they fear the regret of not trying. Mental toughness is a crucial element of choosing victory. Champions train their minds as rigorously as they train their bodies or skills. They cultivate a mindset of resilience, focus, and confidence, refusing to let doubt or negativity take hold. When others falter under pressure, champions thrive, drawing strength from their belief in themselves and their preparation. They don't let temporary setbacks shake their faith in their ability to succeed. Instead, they use every experience, whether good or bad, as fuel to keep moving forward. Choosing victory also means being intentional about your actions. Champions don't waste time on activities that don't align with their goals. They prioritize their efforts, focusing on what truly matters and letting go of distractions. They understand that time and energy are finite resources, and they use them wisely. This laser focus allows them to make consistent progress. Even when the results aren't immediately visible, they trust in the process, knowing that small, consistent actions lead to significant outcomes over time. Belief in oneself is non-negotiable when it comes to victory. Champions possess an unshakable confidence in their ability to achieve their goals. This belief is not based on arrogance, but on preparation and a deep understanding of their own potential. They visualize success, see themselves as winners. Accordingly, this self-assurance becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy, driving them to take the bold actions necessary to turn their vision into reality. Ultimately, victory is not about the final result. It's about the journey, the effort, and the choices made along the way. Champions don't just seek to win, they seek to become the kind of person who deserves to win. They understand that the pursuit of victory shapes them into stronger, wiser, and more capable individuals. When you choose victory, you choose to rise above mediocrity, to challenge yourself, and to unlock the champion within. Victory is not a chance occurrence, it is a decision, and it's one you can make today and every day. Victory is not an accident, nor is it a gift handed to the lucky few. It is the result of intentional choices, relentless effort, and an unyielding belief in oneself. The journey to becoming a champion is not defined by talent or circumstance, but by the decisions you make every single day. Decisions to embrace discipline, take calculated risks, and face adversity head-on. It is a commitment to mastering your mindset, surrounding yourself with winners, and never settling for anything less than excellence. The road to greatness is not without challenges, but every obstacle is an opportunity to grow stronger. Fear and pain, often seen as barriers, become the fuel that propels you forward when harnessed correctly. The company you keep elevates your standards, and the risks you take position you closer to your dreams. Through preparation, focus, and unwavering determination, victory transforms from a possibility into an inevitability. The truth is simple: the champion within you is waiting to be unleashed. The power to achieve greatness lies in your hands, your choices, and your actions. Victory is inevitable for those who refuse to quit, who embrace the struggle, and who believe with every fiber of their being that success is theirs to claim. Today, decide to step into that power. Make the choice to rise, to conquer, and to claim the victory that is rightfully yours. The time is now.